Today, I'm going to be talking about why I'm thankful for Tolkien and the Lord of the Rings books in honor of Thanksgiving's Day. So if you're new here, welcome to Heart of a Halfling. We're going to talk about Lord of the Rings and do some Lord of the Rings things. So let's get started. So when I was growing up, I remember my dad talking about the Lord of the Rings books, and I remember the Lord of the Rings movies coming out in theaters, and my dad being really excited about it and everything. And they came out around the Christmas time, so they kind of became Christmas movies for us. And I remember just really enjoying that. It was just something fun to share with my dad. And I remember as I turned around 13 or 14, my dad gave me my first set of Lord of the Rings books. And they're the books that he actually grew up with. And I don't know if we can see them, but I still have them. And they're very precious to me. And they're just, every time I think about or see them, I think about my dad. And I think about Christmas time and watching the movies with him. And so it's just something sweet to have. But I never read them when I was younger. I just couldn't quite get into it. I was really into Chronicles of Narnia. That was sort of more of my realm. But as I got older, I kept thinking to myself, I'm going to read the books. I'm going to read the books. I'm going to read the books. And it wasn't until I got pregnant that I finally sat down and read the books. And I could not believe that it took me so long to read them. And so I continued to read the books regularly for the first couple of years of my daughter's life. And then she began potty training. And so we were like, well, we've got to, have her sit down for so long or whatever. So I'm going to read a book. And why? I don't know. But I chose to read The Silmarillion because it was the next book on my checklist. I'm going to read The Silmarillion. I've read the Lord of the Rings books several times now. I'm going to read The Silmarillion. And so while we were potty training, her and I read The Silmarillion. And I just wanted to talk about it to everybody who would listen at that point. And the more I talked about it, the more people were like, you should do a YouTube channel. I want to hear all your thoughts on this. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. You guys are just being nice. But then I finally broke down and I started doing it. And I think what I'm most thankful for when it comes to the Lord of the Rings books and Tolkien is that, and this is going to sound so cheesy and probably very few people are going to relate to this, but as a stay-at-home mom, I kind of lost myself in being a mom and a wife. But reading the Lord of the Rings books kind of gave me back a little bit of something that was mine. My husband loves D&D. He loves watching the movies. But Lord of the Rings really isn't, quite as much his thing as it is mine. But it's something that we can share. But it became something that I could, kind of call my own. And from there, I was able to sort of, I don't want to say rediscover myself because that sounds real cheesy. But I did. I kind of found myself again. I kind of found my own thoughts and opinions. And as dumb as this sounds, I also started to feel a bit more confident in myself because I was reading pretty, Tolkien's not easy to read, especially the Silmarillion, especially when you get into some of his more deeper into Legendarium. It gets a little harder to understand. And it kind of made me feel good to be like, I kind of get this and I can explain it to other people and that's even better. And that helps me understand it more, helps you guys understand it more. And so it just became something I could share with others. And I'm really appreciative of that. And, going beyond that, it's been something that my husband and I have been able to enjoy together, doing the little pickle troll videos and coming up with different little cocktails or whatever, or finding new ones to share with you guys. Learning, I've even learned how to cook because of Tolkien, because of the recipe book. And yeah, it's just, all of that is really cheesy. I'm fully aware of that. But in honor of Thanksgiving's Day, I want to say something that I was thankful for, and it's Tolkien. I was able to become more confident in myself, learn new things, learn how to cook, learn, different drinks, learn complicated words I've never even heard of, but all because of Tolkien. And yeah, I really appreciate, the bond that it's created with my husband. I appreciate the bond that's created with my daughter. My daughter now is a huge fan of The Hobbit. We read it on a very regular basis with her. And I love that. I love that she wants to sit down and watch the cartoons with me. So I like that it's something that I can share with my family as much as I can share with anyone else who's willing to listen. So there you go. It's a simple little video to kind of get me back in the routine of loading videos, is just showing how thankful I am for Tolkien, to have the adventures to go on, to kind of escape some of the chaos and the anxiety of the world, of my own life sometimes, and to be able to find confidence in my own intelligence and self-worth, and reading about characters who are flawed and broken and yet can still manage to do great things. And yeah, I'm really appreciative of Tolkien and his work and the impact that it's had on my life and on my family. And I wanted to share that with you guys. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving day. Let me know what it is you're thankful for, if it's Tolkien or if it's something else. But I just want y'all to have a wonderful, blessed week. And of course, may your homes be filled with food and cheer. Bye.